it. Now, first, let us understand or let us see what is a magnetic compass, because we are going to use magnetic compass, or we are going to take help of magnetic compass to understand few things in this lesson. So, you must have seen it also. A magnetic compass comes in a round this kind of structure, and there is one needle in it, and its one point is some colored, generally it is red in color, which points the north. So we call that end as head, and the other end, that is the south, which points towards the south, is known as tail. This needle is made up of magnet. This needle is made up of a small magnet. So, whenever we take this needle, it will always show us the geographical north of our earth. So, it will point towards the geographical north of the earth, and its other end will point towards the geographical south of the earth. This needle is attached, or it is kept in a horizontal disc, which is made up of a non-magnetic material, which is made up of a material which do not attract the magnet. So it is kept in a material which do not attract magnet, and it is covered with a glass. Everyone of you must have seen this. So this is the magnetic compass. So whenever if you take a simple magnet, and if there is no naming on it, and if you freely suspend that magnet through one rope, it will align itself in such a way that one end will point towards the north and the other end will point the south. The end which is pointing the north is going to be a north pole, and the point which is pointing the south, or which is towards the south, is going to be a south pole. Magnet comes in different shape. Some magnet comes in form of bar magnet, on which north and south pole is there. Some comes in a horseshoe kind of shape, where also you have north and south pole. Even some magnet comes in disc kind of structure. There are lot of uses of magnets. They are used in refrigerators to keep your refrigerator door closed. They are used in radios, televisions, and in many more ways a magnet can be used. And its shape is decided according to its use. So now we'll see what is magnetic compass. So whenever there is some magnetic field around the compass, it will deflect. If there is no field near the magnetic compass, it will point geographical north, and other end will point geographical south. This was about magnetic compass. So now if I take a bar magnet, if this is my bar magnet with north and south pole on it, then now I told you that there is some field around the magnet. So what is this field? This field is the region around the magnet in which it can attract things toward itself. It is the region in which it can attract things toward itself. If something is lying which is far away from the magnet, it is not going to attract. Just take one magnet in your hand and take one needle and keep it apart. You can't feel the force. The magnet is not going to attract that needle. But as soon as you try to bring closer to each other, there is one point where you will feel that needle is getting attracted towards the magnet. So it is in that region of the magnetic field where the magnet can attract things. Okay? Now, this field is in the form of lines. This lines starts from north and goes to south. They are from north to south. They will come from north, they will go to south. Come from north, go to south. And in the same way, on the other side also, from north to south. From north to south. This is outside the magnet. These lines are known as magnetic field lines. These lines are known as magnetic field lines. They are pointing or they are coming out from north and they will go in the south. They are in the form of concentric circles. What is concentric circle? The circles which are having same center and different radius. So this is concentric circle. Though it is not looking like a circle, it is looking like an ellipse, but it is consider it as a circle with same center, like a donut, right? If you take a donut, it will have one center and there are two rings. Donut looks something like this. So this is the center, this is the one ring, and this is the second ring. So it is somewhat like a donut. Donut are in concentric circle. So you can remember what is concentric circle. For that you should remember a donut. Okay? So they are in the form of concentric circle. But as said, it is starting from north and it is ending to south. So the circle is not completed. No. This is outside the magnet. It is starting from north and it will end in south. And inside the magnet, it goes from south to north. And in this way, your circle is completed. Now, if we see towards the property of magnetic field lines, then it gives you the strength of the magnet. If they are very close to each other, that means the magnetic field is very strong. So here you can see in this region, magnetic field lines are very close to each other. So here the magnetic strength is maximum. And if you see here in this region, they are separated or they are apart from each other. In this region, the magnetic field is weak. These lines will never intersect each other. They will never intersect each other. What is intersection? One line will cross another line. So if we say that if these two lines are intersecting each other, and if I place a magnetic compass over here, then what does a magnetic compass do? It will point towards the magnetic field. It will deflect. But now here there are two different ways. So it can't deflect. It will not show a proper direction. So the two lines cannot intersect each other. So these are the few properties of magnetic field lines. Now, how can you draw this magnetic field lines? Magnetic field lines are basically a magnetic field around a magnet is basically an imaginary part. You can't see that, but it is there. You can draw this magnetic field lines by two ways. The first one is take a bar magnet, keep it on a paper and draw a outline to it. So this is my sheet. On that sheet I kept one bar magnet. Now I will take one magnetic compass and I will keep it near the North Pole. Now what is the property of magnet? Like poles repel each other, right? So my needle will repel my north pole, that is my north direction will repel and it will show me somewhere. So it is going to get deflected. So this is the way how my needle will look. I will name this point as A and B. Now we will move this compass slowly from one point to another in the direction where the arrow is marking. So I will pick up this compass and now I will keep it at point B. After keeping it on point B, it will again deflect. Now since it is going away from North Pole, it will again deflect. Now I will name it as, now here it is B, so here I will name it as C. Then again I will pick it up and I will keep it. Again it will show some deflection. Now it will look something like this. Let me draw it properly. So it will show something like this. Now here is C, so I will name it D. And I will keep on doing this procedure of picking up the magnetic compass and picking it up, keeping it back till I reach the South Pole. So once it will show it like this, and now this is the how it will show the deflections. Now since this is South Pole, North Pole will get attracted towards the South Pole, so the needle will finally get attracted or will point towards the South Pole, and we will name them as E, F, G, H, I, J. We can name it. In the same way, we will do it on the opposite side also. If you do it on opposite side, you will get the same pattern on the opposite side also. So just in this way. Now here you got the points again. Now just draw these points and you will get the magnetic field line. This is just a single magnetic field line. Now again keep it over here. Now take the bigger circle. You will get more lines. In the same way, till the point that till the region where the magnetic field can be experienced, it will show you the deflections. So this is one way how you can mark or you can draw the magnetic field lines of a magnet. There is one more method by which you can draw magnetic field lines, or you can observe magnetic field lines of a magnet. In this also, take a white cardboard, place a magnet on it, mark it, you can see the marking north and south. Then take some iron fillings and just sprinkle it all over the paper. And after you sprinkled it, just give a tap to that paper. And as soon as you give the tap, all these magnetic feelings which you just now sprinkled, they will arrange themselves in such a way that they will form concentric circles. They will form concentric circles around the magnet. And if you observe them properly, there will be some space in between. As I said, they are separated from each other. So you can also observe the space in between them. So this is the second way in which you can observe magnetic field lines.